guys, so I've got Tyler from Red Oktober here, and we're just gonna have a quick conversation about this awesome event that he threw this whole weekend. We are both just sun-blasted and tired. It has been a long, hot weekend. Tyler, dude, it's great to have you, man. Tell me about Red Oktober, what you guys do?
Yeah, it's great to be here, man. So I'm Tyler Martin. I'm the match director of Red Oktober Kalashnikov Championship, which is a competitive focused rifle match for the Kalashnikov pattern specifically. We put on a match for people to show up with pretty much anything that's an AK pattern gun. We do allow certain comm block non-AK guns in, but as you've seen this weekend, but not necessarily the same exact thing, but close enough.
Well, I like that you had the Gulag class.
So yes, Gulag is an interesting one where it's pretty much anything that's not an AK but not an AR, so we can kind of keep it out of that. We had to get rid of SOD, so we can.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was pretty fun, but we get a lot of goofy stuff sometimes. We like to keep it lighthearted, but we do also like to focus very heavily on the actual performative value of a shooting. We want to put on a match that actually exposes discrepancies, weaknesses in your shooting, so that way you can grow from that and experience that growth as a shooter from something that's actually extremely challenging. I want you to beat me. I don't want you to just sit here and me keep beating you. I'd rather you grow than anything else. We believe it's the path forward in order to grow the community, not only in their skill, but just as a community in general.
Because we'll never stop learning and we'll never stop growing.
Something that I noticed that I thought was a really cool takeaway was USPSA matches tend to get kind of, I don't want to say fuddy, I think the term
No, that is the perfect term.
It's there's a level of like overly serious with it, but there's also kind of a level, it seems like sometimes, where people just, they're there to kind of put their points on the board, go home. There's not a lot of community. Everything that happened this weekend was an awesome community. There was a ton of people running around. You said cosplay when we were walking down the hallway. Like, there was a ton of people in super cool outfits. Everybody had a lot of pride in their guns and stuff. I just thought that the community in the event was super unique.
It is, and I mean, as most people would agree, the AK community is a different community than the vast majority of the gun industry. It is, it's a very fun community at the end of the day, because they don't take themselves too seriously, but they all have they know how to have a good time.
Nice!
We like to be serious, but we love that portion of it too. You know, we don't want to put on an event that makes people feel unwelcome.
Sure.
Which, as you mentioned, certain other matches or types of matches
it happens sometimes.
There is a time and a place for that. You know, it's when you're at the extreme high level bleeding edge of performance. Yeah, sure, you're going to be dealing with a lot more serious people, but still have a good time. At the end of the day, it's about having fun.
Yeah.
Getting better, having fun, that's what we want to be here for. That is the aid we wish to provide, is an avenue for people to compete with their rifles, build camaraderie with people they've never met, people they've never shot with, in a squad, on a stage, for an entire weekend.
Wolverines!
Dude, I just think the coolest thing that you're providing into the shooting world is, like, I'm kind of a goon rig person. I grew up like extreme sports and things like that. Red Oktober feels like that kind of vibe. Like, you want to come out and shoot like a 100-year-old kind of rusty AK with iron sights and take down some guy with a $5,000 setup. Like, you want to be a goon the whole time.
So there is some funny stories about past Red Oktobers. The guy who actually won the high overall at our match this year, Zach Smith, who was a very high-level shooter, actually showed up one year with a AK that he welded up in his garage like a couple days before the match and beat everyone.
I love it. I love it.
That's the kind of stuff that we love seeing. Yep. We're about the meme. We take the shooting seriously, but at the end of the day, we want everybody to have a good time.
A bunch of stupid, dumb, retarded Instagram stuff.
So there was a lot of vendors out this weekend. Obviously, I was out with GOA. There was KCI, some other guys who were out there, but who's your main title?
So our title sponsor is Rifle Dynamics. They're also our partner in this event. Involved since its inception 8 years ago, when Brian Nelson started it. They have always been instrumental in making the event happen, supporting everything we do, and also putting dope-ass prizes on the prize table. We had a Doom-themed NATO AK this year.
Yes,
it was an unrivaled break. It was, I'm jealous of it.
Yeah, that thing was
A few years ago, they did a World War II airplane-themed AK with the jaws and everything. It was...
Was that being shot this weekend?
It could have been.
I think I got footage of that. It had the old like P-51 shark face on it. Yeah, I got footage of that.
So that is
super cool.
That is a beautiful rifle.
Yeah.
They always do. They go over the top with what they put into the guns. They put in the prize table every year is awesome.
Yeah.
And they're just a great group of people. They're very helpful and want to keep the community happy and engaged.
Yeah. Since me and Alex did the that reel that we screwed up the range, can you plug the correct range on this video?
So we are currently hosted at Pro Gun Vegas, which is located in Boulder City.
Sorry, guys.
We are human, don't worry. They are an awesome group of people. They've been our hosts for quite a few years now. They are just very helpful in getting it set up and making sure that we have a good logistical plan to stay in there.
So if you guys are interested in getting into some of the AK matches, the community is by far one of the coolest communities that I have found in kind of the 2A space. So what are some other events that they can go to?
So the one that we will always push people to go to is Kalash Bash and Lethal Weapons down in Texas. Clay Owens puts on some of the most phenomenal events that you can imagine when it comes to the AKs and the retro comm block kind of gun events. Lethal Weapons is more of a blend of AKs and comm block and kind of crazy retro stuff. It's 80s themed this year. He's going to have crazy stuff going on. It's always a great time. There's other various AK matches like Thunder on the Tundra, AK Masters, and then there is a Red Oktober Cold War that is in Arizona.
Right on. Well, Tyler, man, it's super cool, man. I'm super glad that you're here. Thanks for having us on.
Perfect.
Dude, seriously, like,
Fuck yeah.
seriously.
Well, thank you.
This weekend was fucking awesome.